What is going on, guys? Yash here, back again with another video for you guys. Hope everyone is having an absolutely amazing day. Welcome back to the channel. Like I said, if you guys have already not subscribed, please subscribe to the channel. And guys, I request you, please thumbs up this video because this is absolutely jam-packed, okay? So guys, if you guys have an online e-commerce store, if you guys have an online dropshipping store, just any sort of online business, right? But specifically e-commerce, I always say that e-commerce has a multitude of components that go in it, with or for having a successful and sustainable and long-term business. Okay, there's a multitude of components that are involved into it. So today we aren't going to touch the advertising and the marketing and the product description and the website optimization, all of that. No doubt that is very, very important. But how e-commerce and how dropshipping specifically is turning in 2020 and onwards is more kind of towards that branding route. Okay, that's very important. And what a lot of people do is they neglect or they completely overlook the social media aspect of their online business, and this plays a very crucial part in actually branding and in micro branding. Okay, social media, it plays a crucial part in actually building a community. Okay, that's what a brand is, right? It's a community of people that can relate to your business, can relate to your products, whatever it may be. So for this purpose, we're going to be focusing on Instagram only, but you guys can also take away most of these points and apply them on Facebook, Pinterest, and Etsy as well. But I'm only focusing on Instagram because everyone should specifically or always focus on Instagram, because again, it's one of the largest platforms, and also if you're running ads on Instagram, people can easily click on your page and look for social proof and whatnot, and social proof matters a lot. Okay, if people click on your page, they come across the ad, they click on your page, and they see that you have like 2 followers and you haven't posted in like 3 months, or you're posting but you have really shitty content, excuse my language, they're not going to buy from you, right? That's instantaneously a red flag. So just for time purposes, again, we're only going to be focusing on Instagram, but you can definitely apply a lot of these tactics and strategy and points to Facebook, to Pinterest and Etsy. Pinterest and Etsy, if they apply to your business, depending in the space, industry, and niche that you're in. So again, almost every online business or e-commerce business needs and should have an Instagram page. Okay, so that's why we're going to be covering Instagram for this video purposes. So that's why it's so important, okay? Because you want something long term. You want to build that community on social media. So again, that's why it's so important. I answered my question before even addressing it. So guys, let's dive straight into it, okay? So assuming all of the other components are good, they're active, again, don't miss out on social media. Don't overlook it, guys. It's very, very important, and it will go long term, okay? So this is basically how you should set up your social medias, and once you set it up, or your Instagram specifically, and once you set it up, how do you maintain that? How you grow it, okay? And how do you leverage that to work in favor of your online e-commerce business? So first and foremost, your logo, okay? So your logo has to be consistent with the logo on your store and other platforms as well. I know so many people who have a nice transparent logo for their store, but then on their Instagram, it's something totally different. You want it consistent. Consistency is main. Okay, so make sure it's transparent, make sure it's professional, it's HD, and it's concise, and make sure it fits within your dimensions. If it doesn't, then you can use a free image resizer, just Google it if needed, to fit the dimensions of the little profile picture. Because overall, guys, your logo represents your overall brand. Okay, like Nike, whenever someone sees that little check mark looking symbol, you know it's Nike. Okay, whenever someone sees that Jordan symbol or the picture of that basketball player, you know it's Jordan. Okay, so brand representation is very, very important. So you want to make sure that's consistent. So for example, I'm going to be using one of my past client stores. You can see that his logo is very nice. It's transparent. The Northern Beard, it has his little logo right here as well. In terms of visual, I just like to include the whole logo in general, including the icon and the text as well, okay? Or you can even only include, let's say I didn't want to include the text, I can only include the visual as well. It really depends on you. There's no right or wrong. As long as it looks clean, it resonates with your brand, and it is consistent with the rest of your store, okay? So now that is out of the way, and again, this is an example of one of my own stores. I have displayed the store on my other videos on my YouTube channel as well. This logo, I'm a little bit guilty because I didn't resize it, but it almost kind of fits the cutoff. So again, logo is very consistent, and this is exactly how it was on my actual website. Okay, so this is one of my client stores, and this is my own store. So take notes. So your About Us and Bio is that top little section right there. You want to make sure that you're using breaks. You want to make sure that it's all not just jumbled and just, grammatically incorrect and spelling is incorrect. Make sure of all that stuff too, but you want to use breaks when needed. Be direct, be concise, have a call to action, talk about your sale or a promo or your cause or something like that. Use relatable emojis. Don't really overdo it. I like to keep like 1 to 3 emojis in general. And again, make sure your username is very relevant too. Okay, the name of the store is Northern Beard. So obviously we're naming it the Northern Beard. And the username is the Northern Beard _store. Sometimes people have like the official Northern Beard or the northernbeard.co, something like that. Just make sure it's relevant so it doesn't throw people off. Same thing with mine, nextgen_iPhone case. Next gen iPhone case as the title right here. Let's go back to this one, the bio. It says maintain your look of confidence. Notice how the first letter of each word is capitalized. This kind of dictates kind of confidence. Handcrafted and authentic. It's talking about their products, they're handcrafted, they're authentic. And global shipping, very minimal, very simple, because it relates to that niche. Okay, it's in the men's grooming and kind of beards grooming niche, so that's why it's very simple and minimalistic. Over here, there's a little bit more stuff going on. Okay, experience the next gen. That's like the slogan or the motto or kind of the main kind of call to action of the store in general. Premium iPhone cases, because that is what we sell in case it's not clear already. 10% of our sales or proceeds go to UNICEF. I have a little emoji right here, a little emoji right here, because that's what it's relevant to. Then I'm also saying, hey, global shipping, 35% off till phone launch with a little emoji arrow and pointing to the actual link. Same with this, it points to the link. Always, always, always include the link because who doesn't want free traffic, okay? So guys, in general, all this takes time. Think of it as a snowball effect. The more you post and the more consistent you are at, consistency is main, the more consistent you are behind it, it will be a snowball effect and it will grow. You will get more traction, you will get more engagement, okay? What other things you guys should be doing is going to bigger pages within your niche or niche and see how they're posting, see what they're posting, see what's working for them, and see what's not working for them as well. Take ideas, bounce off ideas. Don't copy, be innovative, be creative, because you should know your store and your audience the best, okay? In terms of followers, guys, it will increase the more and more you post. It's just a numbers game. You can also go to other bigger pages, go to their followers, who is following them, and start following some of those people, and then you can always unfollow them later on. I think that's why this ratio is a little bit off. This person, this client of mine from before, I think he forgot to unfollow a bunch of people, but it did work. Okay, and the same with this. I grew this organically over the span of like 1 or 2 weeks, I think. So that's something that you can do as well to gain more followers as well, because this number does matter. If you have 3 followers, no one's going to really buy for you because social proof matters, okay, especially now. So guys, moving on, your actual post, and this is where the actual meat is, okay, so definitely stay tuned. Let's unhighlight this. So you want your post to be professional, you want them to be HD, you want them to be clear, you want to have relevant dimensions. Example, all feed posts are a 1:1 ratio. They are a complete square, okay? You want to also switch it up, get a pattern going. Don't be repetitive. People get bored easily. They get overwhelmed easily. So you always want to figure out a pattern, okay? And I will show you an example on both of these accounts in just a second, so bear with me. You also want to use creative and relevant captions that relate to the picture or just your store in general. You can also include call to actions in the actual caption as well. Use 15 to 20 hashtags, okay, especially now, guys, with Instagram's algorithm changing and its organic reach getting less and less. You want to use at least 20 hashtags. I recommend using 5 larger hashtags in the millions, 5 to 10 medium hashtags in the hundred thousands range, and 5 smaller hashtags a little bit less than the 100,000 range, okay? So it's getting directed and it's getting reached to different sorts and different types of audiences in terms of size, okay? And you want to at least post 3 to 6 times a week, okay? The more the better, but you want to post at least 3 to 6 times a week. Consistency is main, especially keeping up with the algorithm, okay? And even feeding that value to your actual audience, okay? And guys, you want to utilize the platform to its full potential, meaning do feed posts, do story posts, do highlight posts, switch it up. You know, really use the literally what I'm saying. Use the platform to its full potential. Okay, which not a lot of people do. A lot of people will only do feed posts. A lot of people do only story posts. But all of those features are there for you guys to utilize them. Okay, it will again expand and increase your reach as much as possible. So let's dive into the actual posting parts, okay? So you guys can see that he wasn't getting a lot of likes before. I think he was getting like 45, 48, 36 likes before, but he got more and more over time, more than 100, almost 200, because he was consistent, okay? His theme is very similar in terms of how he's posting. It's very coherent. It's very precise in terms of like the filters and everything he's using as well. He's including a little bit of comedy in there. This is what I mean by pattern. He's using human perception, which is very important. The ability to kind of relate with people, because again, people buy with emotion, justify with logic. So he's using comedy. He's using humor. He's switching up his post. He's also posting his products here and there, but he's not overdoing it. You don't only want to start. You don't want to always sound salesy, like you're trying to sell someone. Okay, you want to switch it up a little bit. So he's also using quotes. Notice how he has his product right here. He has his product right here. But other than that, guys, he's building a community. If I were in the men's beard grooming niche, I would definitely follow this page. Okay, you can even see. Smile bearded friend, good hashtags. Even when he's selling his products or he's posting his products and directly selling them, he's not only saying, hey guys, go buy this, right? Look at his caption. Good looking and practical. Every bearded man needs a comb, and if so, why don't you get one of the coolest ones out there? Check our website now. No doubt he should use more hashtags, but this was when the algorithm was a little bit on our sides, so that's why I recommend using the 20 I said. But again, very consistent, very precise with everything, how he's doing it as well, and that's why he's winning. He was getting 4 to 5 organic sales a week. Now, you guys may think that's not a lot, but it definitely is something without any ad spend. Okay, so you can get a great idea in terms of how he really structured his Instagram, okay? At that time, I know he was doing story posts. His story is not active anymore, so he was doing story posts. Definitely have more highlight posts over here. And guys, if you need content, like if you guys are tired of using the content from your website, or if you guys are using your own pictures, your own videos, that's something you should definitely do. Use pictures and videos on the story and on feed. Again, switch it up. But anyway, that's besides the point. If you guys do have your own content, that's great. Definitely puts you at an advantage. But even if you run out of that, sometimes there's these 3 great stock HD websites I like to use. One of them is called Pexels. Other one is called Unsplash. And the other one is called Burst. They are literally free high resolution images for you to use, and it's completely 100% legal, and it's amazing. So this is great. I personally use it for my social media, for my website sometimes as needed, and a great editing tool to customize your content. If you want to go above and beyond, definitely recommend doing so, is Canva. Canva is absolutely God. You can literally use it to almost edit and create any sort of creative for social media, for ads, for marketing, for your website. Literally almost anything, guys, okay? So now that is that. Now let's jump to the iPhone store real quick, okay? So notice here, guys, I'm also switching it up very much. I'm mostly posting more about the product because the product is more relevant. This is, again, more building a community. And also, this was something more long term. This was something more short term I wanted to capitalize on when the new iPhone 11 was launching. So I did it more for social proof as well. But again, you can see I'm always switching up the content over here. Some of these websites, some of these pictures were from these websites. Some of the pictures I actually took, I actually had. Like for example, this one I did in the studio. But you can see, right? Again, I'm switching it up. I'm talking about the features. I'm talking about the product. Good captions, good hashtags. Let me move myself here. So you guys get an idea, right? I'm also asking questions. Which color case would look best on your iPhone 11? Grab the perfect case for your iPhone right now in case you're having too much fun with it. Right? So again, humor is always good to use, guys. Who's calling you, right? A lot of people overthink captions and stuff like that. But guys, there's no right and wrong. You want to relate to people, okay? Again, you're talking to other humans, guys. Again, call to actions, which I was talking about before. Experience our next-gen black iPhone case with a confident grip and sleek design. 35% off till September 20th. Link in bio. So these are call to actions. So guys, switch it up in terms of your captions, your hashtag, your pictures, what you're posting, how you're posting. Tweak, adapt, pivot when needed. Obviously, there's no right formula. There's just a lot of trial and error, taking that feedback and implementing it into action. So guys, if you want to have a sustainable and long-term and successful e-commerce store with quality, revisiting, and lifetime customers, don't overlook your social medias, guys. It's very, very, very important, and it's absolutely a huge component of your guys' e-commerce business. So don't overlook it and do not neglect it. It will definitely bite you guys in the ass, excuse my language again, going forward. Okay, so don't only think short term, but think long term as well. It's a little bit different when you try to capitalize on maybe on a one product store or something short term, but even then, social proof plays a big part, okay? And social media in general plays a big part. So again, guys, I know I mentioned this before, but I know I only covered Instagram, but it's because you can do so much with Instagram. You can do the same with Facebook. You can even leverage like blogs and stuff like that with swipe up links on Instagram stories. If you guys have a blog for your store, share it on Facebook. Again, same concept applies for like Pinterest and Etsy too, which is definitely helpful for certain niches in certain industries, depending on what your e-commerce store is selling. But you guys can definitely, again, apply these tactics to other platforms. And guys, the main takeaway is consistency. Don't do it for a week, 2 weeks, 3 weeks, a month, but be consistent with it, and I promise it will pay off long term, okay? So guys, I really, really hope you enjoyed that video. Please do leave a like on this video if it helped you guys. If you guys want more content, the more ins and outs, especially if you guys are just starting out or intermediate within the e-commerce space, check out my 17-page e-com masterminds incubator playbook. I will leave a link to it in the description. It is only $3, but guys, it's 17 pages. That's basically like investing 10 cents a day for 30 days, not only in your business, but for yourself. So guys, definitely check it out. I've had some great feedback for it. Also guys, join my Facebook group. It's called Ecom Masterminds, where I think we're nearly reaching 1,500 members now. So I will also leave a link to that in the description below, and check out my social medias as well. Other than that, guys, leave a like, subscribe. Really, really do appreciate your support. Comment below if you have any thoughts or any questions that I can answer for you guys. And with that being said, guys, thank you again, and I will see you guys soon. Peace.